Welcome one and all to St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019. St. Peter's Festival started in October and ran for the whole month of October and is culminating tonight with our Queen Show. We have 4 beautiful ladies vying for the crown of Miss St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019. I'm asking all to support these young ladies. Please, it takes a lot to come on stage, so support them by applauding them at the end of every segment. Our contestants are contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center. Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rentals. Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris. And our 4th contestant, Miss Leona Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, our first segment, our first event for the show, determined to rise. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your contestant number 1, Tamia Martin, proudly sponsored by the first female radiologist in St. Kitts from right here in St. Peter's, Dr. Irene Clark of the Radiology Center. Talk about woman.
This spot right now. Right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here, right here.
Coming up for your daddy, walk up. Coming up for your daddy, boy. Coming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by Cinnamore Art Rental, your contestant number 2, Giovanna Mawson.
Coming up for your daddy, walk up. Coming up for your daddy, boy. Ride the wine on your man, and I don't give a damn. On the ground in a van, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Good evening, one and all. Proudly sponsored by Atiba Harris. I am your contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier.
On the truck, we on the stage, we in the best, we in the best, we got we all up. This is me time, we unify, so got people right now.
Good evening. My name is Leona Brooks, contestant number 4, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment. You're in for a surprise.
This is the time to mash it up and show them all on top of the stage. Just mash up all on top of the stage. Tell them all in front of their faces. Mash up all in front of their face. Tell them, mash up the stage. Mash up the stage. In front of their face. It's me in front of their face. We ready. We can start. We ready. Them can't challenge me. Them can't challenge me. We ready. We can start. We ready. Them can't challenge me. Them can't challenge me. Let me rise. Believe vibes. We make it nice. We make it nice. Tell them we reach. We have to beat.
Contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin. Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson. Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier. And contestant number 4, Miss Leona Brooks. So who will be going home with the crown tonight? Would it be contestant number 1? Contestant number 2? Contestant number 3? Or contestant number 4?
Abigail Adams once said, "Great necessities call out great virtues." Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I, Tamia Martin, bring you the story of persistence, determination, and courage. I bring you the story of a true St. Peter's hero and icon, Mr. George St. Clair Banks. Our story begins in 1925 with the birth of a little boy who grew up to become a pioneer. At the age of 21, he married the love of his life, Mrs. Henrietta Banks, and their happy union, which lasted 54 years, bore 13 children. Determined to provide for himself and his new bride, Mr. Bass traveled to Curacao, where he worked in the oil industry. Our story continues to 1961, when Mr. Bass returned to St. Kitts, determined to make a living for himself as an entrepreneur. He saw his thinking, ingenuity, and persistence. He first ventured into transportation, where he provided services to between St. Peter's and Bastille. From one small old bus came a fleet of passenger buses and taxis. He also opened the Across the Bridge restaurant and amusement hall. And in the 1970s, he opened the Bass Bakery and Recreational Zoo right here in Paris Village. And personally, the 650 bread is my favorite. With his successes, Mr. George Bass always gave back to his beloved community unsparingly and unconditionally. In 2000, St. Peter's bid farewell to a truly remarkable individual, an icon, a family man, and a community legend who left behind a rich legacy that can be seen in his businesses, his children, and in our community. Tonight, I pay tribute to Mr. George St. Clair Bass, a name that is indelibly woven into the tapestry of our community's history.
Said I am a legend that you never heard of before. I said I am a lion, but you never heard me roar. I am a hero that nobody celebrates.
That was contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center. Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by St. Amour Auto Rentals.
And as the fourth field of service, my icon has worked in various positions, from secretary to teacher to personal assistant to the Minister of Agriculture in 2005. A successful netball player,
coach and manager of Coca-Cola Shamrock. She formed the first netball club of the St. Peter's called Spartans. Instrumental in reviving the St. Peter's Football Club, she later became a member of the disciplinary committee. Actively involved in her church, she held several positions including Sunday School Superintendent, President of the St. Peter's Mother Union, choir member, and Girls Guide leader. In 1990, she assisted in organizing a homemaker course for persons in the community. Her passion in cooking and baking gave birth to the well-known Judders Catering. To date, she still continues to contribute to the residents of St. Peter's by providing lunches for the elderly, the shut-ins, and the numerous vegans who visit the house on a regular basis. Tonight, I salute and say thank you to Ms. Dolores Hobson for her outstanding contribution and display of community pride.
Our next contestant, contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier.
Bring the girl and them. Watch this. You got over there. Time to make a movie. Say you got.
Good evening, distinguished guests, committee members, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, it is my pleasure to speak of my community icon, Dr. Terence Drew. Terence was born in the parish of St. Peter's in the humble community of Paris Village to his mother, Gerza Rastafet Mills, and Mick Stokes, popular musician. His academic career started at the St. Peter's Primary School. Upon completion, he was awarded the Warren Tyson Academic Scholarship. He then continued to the Basta Junior High and Basta Senior High School, respectively, and successfully completed his CXC examinations before moving on to the sixth form to successfully complete his A-levels. Upon completing sixth form, he joined the teaching staff at the Bastia High School for 2 years as a teacher of mathematics and physics. He then decided to pursue his dreams of becoming a medical doctor and received a scholarship to travel to Cuba, where he completed studies in medicine with first-class honors. He returned home and worked as a general practitioner for some 5 years. In his pursuit to socialize in internal medicine, he was awarded a scholarship to study in Texas. Dr. Drew now has a diploma of the American Board of Internal Medicine attached to his name. For the love and passion for his community, Dr. Drew served as the president of the St. Peter's Football Association, the St. Peter's Basketball Club, and as an executive member of the Eagles Boys Club. He was awarded a Medal of Honor for his contribution towards the youth development from the Youth Parliament of St. Kitts and Nevis. He currently works as an activist within his community and practices private medicine as an internist. Tonight, it is with great honor that I present to you my community icon, a great community icon, the man who strives for better because he cares, Dr. Terrence Drew.
Double M, with the gal and them, bring the gal and them. Watch this. Go, you gal over there, time to make a movie.
That was your contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris. Our judges for this segment are Tishana Jeffers, Mervyn Thompson, Jennifer Williams, Virgil Hodge, and Clarissa Villeneuve. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, Miss Liana Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment.
Fresh milk, get your fresh milk, fresh milk. Imagine the days of old, when the village shop was our mall and the footprints of donkeys and horses could be tracked from stall to stall. You know these times better than I do, but what is so familiar to me is the days of the milkman. The days when the milkman traveled from door to door, delivering milk more and more. He is thanked with a smile and given a tip. He drives back to his simple yet private kit. My grandfather, Mr. Albert Bass, is famously known as the milkman in this little village we call home. Many of you can recall his early morning trips and the sound of his engine paired with that of the crickets and the crowing of the roosters. From 5 a.m., Granddad Bass was up and about, water to the cows was at the end of his morning rounds. Around 9 and 10 in the a.m., milk would be at every door, window, and shop ledge. This milk was a need in every home of St. Peter's, as it was the time before milk was prevalent on the shelves of our shops. And what was there? We couldn't afford. The milkman understood this role and executed it with much importance and pride. Community pride, that is, as he was a believer and supporter of all things St. Peter's. Milk wasn't the only thing touching the hearts of the people that surrounded him. Granddad Bass, also known as Uncle Lolly, was a God who stood and protected what St. Peter's is about. He was a man of the church and instilled the teachings of the Lord in the upbringing of his family. Who is my community icon, you ask? I have many, but only one takes the golden flask. Albert Bass. I call him Granddad, but you know him as the milkman. Fresh milk, get your fresh milk.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your 4 contestants. Miss Liana Brooks, contestant number 4, Uptown Entertainment. Our judges for this segment were Tishana Jeffers, Mervyn Thompson, Jennifer Williams, Virgil Hodge, Clarissa Violinus. Ladies and gentlemen, there you had it, our first segment, introductory speech. Now can you tell me, would it be contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Morrison, or contestant number 3, Treasure Didier, or would it be contestant number 4, Miss Leona Brooks? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for these young ladies? Contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin. In order to be a successful person in life, sometimes you have to chart your own path and do things your way. Tonight, Tamia pays tribute in song to one of St. Peter's trailblazer who did just that, Mr. George St. Clair Bass. Ladies and gentlemen, in her performing talent, Miss Tamia Martin, contestant number 1.
My case of which I'm certain.
and gentlemen, there is your contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center, who definitely did it her way. Next on stage, we have our contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rentals. As more and more cases of statutory rape increases, an unknown monster shows its head in our community. Giovanna brings that monster to stage tonight by speaking on the many older men that be with our daughters, that take away their innocence. In a talent dub, You Dirty Man, here is your contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson.
Guy walking home from school, I ain't psst, dear. Mommy make sure tell me 4 o'clock and she house because she ain't playing with these young men out here. But I used to feel she going on with a lot of things, eh? Only because I got a little titty and body and so, you know. All of a sudden now, man who changed me pamper since I small, telling me I won't know. Right? Right, a girl. I must be an apple. You don't want to hear them too, you know? Come, let me follow you home now. To follow me where? Not when you look like you could be my father. What a speed I lost my fast monkey road. When they come with the gimmicks? Listen, I got a friend who 15, there with a busman who 42. You don't want to see your mother pushing up herself in it, telling she daughter must ask the busman for money. I used to be there when he trouble in the toe. That's why every time I sing, I just sing. You dirty man, you dirty man, leave the people need them alone. You dirty man, you know it's wrong, so leave the people need them alone. And another thing, you don't want to see them, but shh for what? How we allowing these big men to trouble children like me? Eh? That's why all the shh, I'm going to sing on all of you tonight. You know if we talk up. If you know them things are gone, nobody wait till it's too late. Alright, now if you sound the alarm, you know if we talk up. If you know them things are gone, and if you're not certain, instead of shh, you was so dandy, dirty man. You dirty man. Leave the people, need them alone. It's so fucking to go.
That was your contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna
Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rentals. Depicting her talent, You Dirty Man. And moving right along, coming up, contestant number 3, sponsored by Atiba Harris, Miss Treasure DDA.
Shaka Zulu, Bobo, Shanti, Naya, Pinky, Mana, Mama, Warrior. Despair, hey, fear and desperation, no depression can't carry us. Despair, hey, Ayatollah, Idi Amin, Menelik, yo, Mana, Masai, Warrior. Despair, hey, fear and desperation, no depression can't carry us. Despair. Like burning spear and such before me, who all fought for the cause and despair. Hey. Enforcing all the laws and
the master of the masses. One has power, the other one lacks it. Guns are power, controlled by assets, owned by financial forecasters. Who are the masters? They are the gangsters, they are the bankers, the ones who tax us.
we certainly did not lose any momentum tonight at all. That was your contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris in her
talent dubbed Culture. Just a reminder of our judges for this segment are Miss Carissa Willett, Tessa Wyatt, Sheila Nabazi, Asha Jones Woodley, and Tishari Liebert. Ladies and gentlemen, your contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooks. Contestant number 4, Leanna Brooks, has been in the spotlight ever since she first said yes to St. Peter's Pageant Committee. As a contestant, Leanna has had more downs than ups, and all her downs have been in the media circulating. I think it is fair to say that Leanna's videos have been a rival. The journey has not been easy, but Leanna persevered, and she persevered. Tonight, Leanna recaps on her journey and highlights the number of challenges that she encountered during the process. She thanks those who had her back and continue to cheer her on. And to those who did not, she sends a message. Stop it. Cheers up. Lift up. Lift us up. Let us go. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment.
That's what they do, but they don't understand how me feel. I push up the truth. Yes, they laugh, they call me dead, but they just don't get it. All of me just hold my head up just the same. When them see me, they just keep going. Me don't see them, they just keep going. No, stop. I know you out there laughing, you know. I know you out there laughing. What she gone up there to sing for? She can't sing. I know in here full of people just because I want to see me fail tonight. They were laughing, you know. But I remember them videos in it. And I remember them. Seriously speaking though, I got something I want to say. Judges, I'm not sure if this is a talent, but I got something I want to say. Somebody please pass me a chain code for me, please. Thanks. I remember when they called me to go in for Miss St. Peter's, you know. I said, no, not me. Them ain't my things. But then, I mean, like, monkey are getting so much girls. Why they gonna ask me? But then, I mean, like, nobody ever asked me to go in them things there. So I call them back, I say, I can't go and get a try. But you know, easy me, I tell her, yo, I tried the first time, I failed. I said, okay then. But then the second time, I dropped harder than the first time. I said, no, take me out. But then while I was there, it turned up up into my head. Yes, they laugh.
Yes, they laugh. They call me names, but they just don't get it.
After that, I said, Leanna, push through. Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them take away your liberty. Live your life and be free. I practice morning, noon, night. Me child in my hand, he buckle him out, and I say my speech over and over. Fresh well, because I'm in the next time. All happy to I want all you too. Through this journey, I realized who was for me. And people who didn't even know me had the most to say.
When them see me, them just keep on talking. Me not see them, I just keep on walking. I got my pride. Me not gonna show my bad side.
But I can't forget those who lifted me up. And those who said, Leanna, you got this. And that's the reason why I'm on stage tonight. So those of you who are there from Tina, let me hear you.
All right, baby.
Go Ghana. Go Ghana, go. Go Ghana.
I wanna say thank
Go
you.
Ghana, go. Go Ghana.
Yo,
Come to run this place again. Come let me start the show. All of my fans and friends, I love when you tell me so. Go Ghana, go.
have you rate me at the best? From the east and the west coast. Got a lot of work to do. Love me, I love you too. Yo, go, watch how me go. Worky and do the limbo.
I just want to tell all the police out there, ain't easy being on stage. And especially when trying something new, it takes all of you. I mean, like, some learn faster than some, while others just need a real well to catch on. Stop stepping us to the ground, lift us up, cheer us on, tell us go.
Stop all them talk for me, this and me that car. I come to run this place again. From now we start the show. All of me fans and friends, I love when you tell me, say go.
I just want to tell all right, those of you like me, don't.
Now wait till me dead for your cigar glory. And they don't my side of the story. You might know me songs, but you don't know me. You know not the amount of hurt me go through before. So when you see me start lights, you feel happy for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you had it. Your contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooke. Sponsored by Uptown Entertainment. Now, after this talent segment, would you be able to say who has this crown tonight? Would it be contestant number 1? Contestant number 2? Contestant number 3? Contestant number 4? Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister Eugene Hamilton, Parliamentary Rep for number 8. Poinciana Drama Group.
Black hair. You are wrong. Everything about you is wrong. To begin with, you are black, but you are not comely. As Solomon says in the King James Version of the Bible, you were born so, you must be born again. Just look at your nappy hair. Your hair is wrong, for it defies gravity. My what? Your hair. Your hair is wrong, for it defies gravity. It does not lie down. It's like a thing with a mind of its own, for it does not lie down. It does not behave. Look at it. It sticks up, and worst of all, it stays up. If I pull it up like this, it stays up like magic, like there is some sort of electricity inside it. It does not lie down on its own. It does not behave. There is no other hair like it. If I ruffle it, it remains ruffled. If I part it like this, it remains parted and remains up. Like when Moses used his rod to part the Red Sea, so the children of Israel could march through with mountains on both sides. There is nothing like a black woman's hair. Look at this. If I flatten it, it bounces under my hand like a carpet of sponge. If I wet it and leave it to dry all on its own, it becomes tangled up in knots. Those black strands of black woman's hair stays there and hug each other like a bunch of lovers. If I only forget and let it dry on its own, try combing a little girl's hair after it has been through the water and let her go to play and let that hair dry. And you will hear howls of protest, so that her mama explains to the neighbor that this child does not like her black hair combed, because combing black hair left to dry all on its own is like waterboarding. It is tantamount to torture. There is nothing with as strong a manner and the way of its own like beautiful, uncompromising, unruly, twisted, curled up on itself, absolutely refusing to be managed black hair. And so we think we must cut it, condition it, straighten it, heat it, blow dry it, solder some weave in among it, for it is too unruly. Some have decided to put it aside the torture chamber and just lock it.
Nobody ever tell about a hot comb. Monkey people, please tell up here we use hot comb. You put it on the stove, you heat it up, and you run it through. Okay. Now, for some of us like me, a relaxer does very well, and a scissors. And if you can't get curl, you dab it down with some gel. Ladies and gentlemen, continue to support your 4 beautiful contestants vying for the crown of St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019. Your contestants are contestant number 1, Tamia Martin. Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Morris. Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier. And contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooks. Now our next segment will be the Creative Wear segment. That will be judged from backstage. The judges will go backstage to assess and judge their creative wear. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our judges for this segment will now be escorted backstage to adjudge the creative wear up front. The judges for this segment are Shanroy Caesar, Tishana Jeffers, Alyssa Leiber, Arundel Dore, and Shelda Webster. Peters Festival 2019 ran under the theme, Youths Are Our Future. As we continue with our creative wear segment, our judges are Shanroy Caesar, Jessica Jeffers, Tishana Jeffers, Arundel Dore, and Shelda Webster. The criteria for this segment: creativity of design, 15 points, craftsmanship, 10 points, presentation, 5 points. Number 1. In our Kittitian culture, flour products, specifically bread and pastries, are staple. As a result of our large consumption of these items, we often have a lot of end products that can be recycled. From flour bags to the paper bags, there are so many things that we can reuse to help protect the environment. Tonight, we present to you our recycled ballerina. The outfit is made entirely of flour bags and paper bags. It combines Tamia's love for bread, especially that mouth-watering 650 bread from Bass Bakery, and her advocacy for helping to preserve our environment through recycling. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on your recycled ballerina, contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin.
I'm so tied up, communication tied up, navigation tied up. Oh na na na, you stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. And I must have to find you. You signal me when you wind up. You stay on my radar. Oh, on my radar. Girl, if you're ready, let me know. No set a long talking where you for. Wine to the ground, y'all drop to the floor. Oh yo, oh yo. Well, if you're ready, let we go. Start up the countdown, time for the show. If that's where you want, take one for the road. No, but take anything now. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Don't make it personal. I hope you understand. Don't take it personal. It's just a one night job. Just get to work again. Don't make it personal. Set it, Jimmy, set it. Bend over, practice for the work. Gal brace, position, gymnast. Love the way that you whine and jiggle it. Bend over, practice for the work. Gal brace, position, gymnast. In front the mirror, gal take a flick.
Is that snack? Is that something fun? Strictly facts. From front or the back. One big girl's team. Is that snack pack? Is that scene? Every carnival. And it's that. It's a different kind of vibe. You see the girl, them a wine and bubble all night. In a different kind of style.
There you had it, your contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiologist Center. Upcoming, we have contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rentals. This evening, Miss Giovanna Mawson graces our stage in a lovely fit and flare cocktail dress. The bodice of this dress is fitted to hug her petite figure with a plunging neckline bordered by plastic spoons and covered in rainbow-covered cupcake shells, which flows into the flare of the skirt, made of the same plastic spoons. Giovanna accentuates the positives of this dress with matching rainbow-colored shoes made from cupcake shells. This dress was designed and made by Miss Tamisha Fifield of TKF Designs. This evening, contestant number 2 invites you to join her as she pays homage to her icon, Miss Dolores Hobson, in a dress dubbed Party Favor. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rentals.
Oh baby boy, give me more. You got me begging for more. Drinks again.
was contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson. Coming up, contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris. Welcome once again to the stage. Proudly sponsored by Mr. Atiba Harris, contestant number 3, Treasure Didier in her creative wear, made from colored paper, duly titled Nation Breeze. The dress is made up of colored paper fans depicting the national colors of our beautiful island. Black for our heritage, red for the bloodshed, yellow for the year-round sunshine, white for hope and liberty, and green for our fertile lands. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier. Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris. Next on stage, our final contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment. St. Peter's is in danger. And no, I am not talking about guns, gangs, and crime. I am talking about the picturesque community we once knew. Our community is in danger because of pollution that is at the all-time high. This is not acceptable, and from tonight, a change will be made. Contestant number 4 says her creative wear is more than just a trash to treasure piece. It is an example of what St. Peter's trash should be, how this St. Peter's trash should be disposed of properly. Either recycled, reused, or repurposed, or thrown in a bin. In a creative way she dubs trash to treasure royalty, she encouraged all to keep the community clean and to find new initiatives in order to consider trash into your personal treasure. Leanna Brooks, contestant number 4, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment, encourages everyone to keep St. Peter's and St. Kitts, and by extension, the world clean. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, Miss Leanna Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment.
Be careful of the seed you sow, cause seed truly grow. The waterman sow, that in real, you see. Cleanliness begins with me. Me nah go act like me no see a bit, so me put it in. No, protect the ozone layer. Do recycling if you a true player. Help me fi make a better Jamaica. A full time the country stop burn the fire. Protect the black, the gold, the green. Make we keep the country clean. Keep the papers off the street. And the buckle out of the sea. Protect the black, the gold, the green. Make we keep the country clean. Keep the papers off the streets. And the buckle, look on the harbor. Me can't believe I yard ya. Look how much paper lying in the harbor. Sickness and pollution are where we are. It look like the nation now work for a disaster. Come here, I'm pretty man grew up. It's like rubbish truck come and unload. We need a rubbish in control.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you had it. Your four beautiful contestants in their creative wear. Is it going to be contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin? Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson. Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier. Or contestant number 4, Miss Liana Brooks. Miss Tamia Martin. Sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiologist Center.
I found a love.
Can you feel the fire? Can you feel the desire? Well, Tamia certainly does. Tonight, she graces the stage in a gown she simply dubs Inferno. This elegant creation seductively hugs Tamia's body as it cascades to the floor in a pool of flow.
I found a love.
Tamia chose the color red for her dress because red symbolizes strength, courage, and passion, and is a tribute to all the unsung heroes and icons of St. Peter's community who have charted the course for our community's success. This enchanting gown was designed and made by Karen Matthew of Gems Fashion. Let us feel the inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiologist Center.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, your contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin in her dress,
I
Inferno.
found love to carry
Next on stage,
just
contestant
my
number 2,
secrets,
Miss
to carry
Giovanna
love,
Mawson,
to carry
sponsored by Say No
children
More
of our
Auto Rentals.
own. We are still kids, but we're so
Contestant number 2, Giovanna Mawson, in her evening
found
wear
the love
dubbed Decadent Desires.
for
Giovanna would like to take this opportunity to say a heartfelt thank you to her mother and her
just dive
sponsors,
right in.
Say No More Auto Rentals.
Follow
Ladies
my
and gentlemen, contestant number 2, sponsored by
I
Say No
found a
More Auto
girl.
Rentals, Miss Giovanna Mawson.
I found a love for fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you
Contestant number 2.
perfect tonight.
In her dress, Decadent Desires, Miss Savannah Morrison. Next on stage, contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris.
I hope that someday we'll share our home.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, distinguished guests, we introduce contestant number 3, the beautiful Treasure Didier, in her evening wear depicting a touch of African, blended with a splash of floral effects embedded in our region, titled the Poinset's Dream. This dress was designed from the imagination of Mr. Kevin Morton and created by Beyond's Design. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3, sponsored by Atiba Harris, Miss Treasure Didier.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
That was your contestant
Well, I
number 3,
found a man
Poinset's Dream, sponsored by Atiba Harris, Miss Treasure Didier. And now, contestant number 4, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment, Miss Leona Brooks.
I found love.
From a distance, the lush of our rich hills that covers us as a community is the crown of our pride and the love for all that St. Peter's has to offer. And we are the gems.
We are still kids,
Bow to the beauty of our hills and praise its magnificence, as it is our most prized possession. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, contestant number 4, Leona Brooks, graces the stage in a dress dubbed The View. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment, Miss Leona Brooks.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share.
There you had it, your four beautiful contestants, Miss Tamia Martin, Miss Giovanna Mawson, Miss Treasure Didier, and Miss Leona Brooks. We'll ask the ladies to take their final walk in their evening wear. Started with contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in.
Sponsored by St.
Follow my lead.
Miss
Well, I
Treasure
found a
Didier,
girl,
sponsored by Atiba Harris.
beautiful and
And
sweet.
Miss Leona Brooks, sponsored
I
by
never
Uptown
knew
Institute.
you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up.
Who will be taking home the St. Peter's Festival crown tonight?
Darling, just kiss
Would it
me
be
slow.
Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center? Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rental? Or Miss Treasure Didier, sponsored by Atiba Harris? Or would it be contestant number 4, Miss Leona Brooks, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment?
Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own.
Vying for the
We are
crown,
still
Miss
kids,
St.
but we're
Peter's
so
Festival Pageant 2019. Give a round of applause for your 4 beautiful contestants, Miss Tamia Martin, Miss Giovanna Mawson, Miss Treasure Didier, and Miss Leona Brooks.
Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. And I see my future.
To set the mood for the evening, to entertain our females,
well, baby,
we'll call, as I promised, Visual on stage to give you a live performance. Visual.
Look how you paint a bad man image for that. Aye. Them use the media to tell me, yeah. So we are free send love to all my people. Them watch them flip out without reason. Men go walk amongst evil men. You better know that your judgment is. I go fall, singing around. I say you're running and you're running and you're running, man. But you can't escape that. No, hey, no sir. Whoa, I say you're running and you're. But you can't escape that judgment. No sir. Hey, outside DJ, dash it. Hold on. I got me, good night ladies and gentlemen again. I got my 2 little singers with me and we've been backstage preparing a little piece. So we can do it, right?
Jesus love is a bubbling over. Jesus love bubbling over. Jesus love is a bubbling over. Hallelujah.
Dirty man, you dirty man. Leave the people, pitney them alone.
What we gotta do? What we gotta do? We got to. Yeah, man. Hey, and she come up with the last song by herself. Next track. Nice and easy. Love and respect, you know. Big up my girls. I just learned the name to Lenny and Jamiro. One is 7 years old, and one is 8 years old. Respect, I am. I got something for you to sing, and just when you come up, I know you're gonna be here. So what you know? It's like the only thing they believe at it. Nobody want to smile cause them no receive a check, boy. It talks down the fire can't contain. No give me no shot cause nobody give me no change. Now sell my soul just for a drastic change. I mean I move fake just like no plastic range. True tribulation, I and I. Let me see your hands up no man. Love, me say one hand in the sky, the other on your chest. And we never gonna wow till everybody. Make sure say everybody. Love, you know. One hand in the sky, the other on your chest, and we never gonna wow till everybody bless. Make sure say everybody bless, yeah, yeah, yeah. So tell me whatever happened to the youth in the streets? Them say never come around and know you never lend a hand. You criticize them lifestyle like you don't understand, no. But we lost, sorry. Must be a business so the youth them just a pass away. Them plastic things and that them say they never listen when you. Everybody bless, everybody bless. Everybody, one hand in the sky, the other on your chest, and we never gonna wow till everybody bless. Make sure say everybody bless. Watch the partner, you see the little girl sing that song there? How could you rape a little girl? Me up it sit down on your conscience, like you never have no mother burn your nonsense. Now support it and I'm open for responses. We teach with them lifestyle, we go against our own kind. Well, if the youths are the future, then why you? The other on your chest, and we never gonna rest till everybody bless. Make sure that everybody bless, yeah, yeah. But the one hand in the sky, the other on your chest, and we never gonna walk till everybody bless. Make sure that everybody bless. Outside DJ, everybody bless. You know this. Careful. Pretty enough. No, you have it on. Oh. Never check it when you're strolling past my way and I can't help but. So don't run away, yeah. Cause I got something in store tonight. Pull out my iPhone and get her. That's it. Hold on. I know. Most of you across here ain't even 18 yet. So you just take it easy. When you take it. Yeah, I got a song for you just now, you know. After this one, I'll be with it. Chance, give me down. No, you want me to you're walking. We never check it when you're strolling past my way and I can't help but think nasty. So don't run away, yeah. Cause I got something in store to go back with. Pull out my iPhone and get a back shot. Oh, this moment let me a capture. Put it in my hole and make a back shot, yeah. My ex I no factor. When they see me, we can check the doctor. Get a report line. Gangali not no actor. So that's all I know. Cause it keep coming back when I say you're done. And when you're ready, figure touch on me and tell you come. I say I know, you're crazy. Well. Pull it on to the side. the best touch, the best love that you ever get in a while. Outside, because I see you're singing a bit too much for that song. Okay. Action like Sylvester Stallone. So she can't get to the wrong man, no, she wants to be rebel in her dungeon. She wants some time for your plunge run, me can't spend no more wasting her lunch fun. Another time she want check tie, but her boyfriend I move like him on spy. Tell her come through the window in the night, cause him like then they don't like a prison like a gang. Wow, this an a bank statement. I know nothing to replace him, cause them boy them chasing. Well, this is action time. Utilize one-on-one, no Jackson 5. She's a pretty, sing the chorus now. So tell me your sign. I tell her Libra. She tell me no, we balance the thing. Well, if you think I lie, feel the bass like speaker. I tell you no, outside. Quick. So welcome to your fantasy. Oh yeah. You wanna sing this one? Are you gonna wait, so? Wait, one. How come? Girl, I hope you understand. So I can give you love, and even though I'm not your man, I make you rapture with my hands. So we can sit back and make a moment in the glance. So I can feel the preachers and you know you got this. I got you running from this motion. You're flowing like a pipe, you must feel behind it. And I say, watch, I know it's loving and separate. If you're running into the road, bet your life I'll be back for you. So quick while let me tackle you. Resting no me got play you. You're sinful, must see I play you. Man to man come compatible. So man to man come bust fire. So I can take your eye in the follow. Please, and I sing me in it. Sing me in it and put on me. Well, I have to take it deep in your ocean. No fireworks, but explosion. Me in it. Then I sing me in it and make it open. Well, I don't know me. Okay. Outside. Okay. So how you going on tonight? You make no sense of perform. They could have hired you. So you can sing it, right? Sing that part. See if you wanna leave me, leave me. Don't you ever take what you. Fade away, fade away, fade away. Don't you let your love fade away, fade away. What's that saying? Around and me miss you, put a whole lot to me. When did I breathe the night for me miss you? But just take out me. You say you want to leave, but in maternity leave, I just can't believe that. You could have been my bride or die. Could have been the one that's in by my side. Never gonna cheat, gonna tell no lies. No chips, no fries, no games, no dice. By now you don't realize me want your loving every day and every night. Me can't sleep, me can't rise. Forget to take off the car lights. Right now my mind buzzed. Me did a previous start, me want for my lead. Yeah, show you an energy. My girlfriend turned me enemy. Well, alright. Sing it. I wanna leave it. Don't you ever take a yellow. Let me see if you without me. Don't you let your love fade away. Fade away. Don't you let your love fade away. Fade away. Outside. I tell you, I got something good to sing, right? This is it, baby. That's it. I hear you share this one the other night, and it was wicked. You hear? Wicked. So that make my day confidence with you tonight. If your man around, tell him just walk out, it's alright. So me and them on the leg, them just squeeze it when you grind. If you want to walk me, tell you, baby, waste no time. Girl, this for tonight, and I could be your one and only. But you waste time, hope you got my man just like I'm stony. Got myself, she put, but now she back just like a. She step up to the bar, take up a shot, no, that's you know, please just on me. I say your body's so dangerous. People have more anxious, but it don't mean a thing to us. No, like how you're whining. Oh, baby, keep the timing. Oh, I like how you're moving. And I say, lady, put your back into it. Hey, girl, me like how you move. Let's sing that back. Let me start it for you. Hey. Sing it with the hand. That way. That's the place. Walking this thing in that this dark light. Walking a day. Studying on the turning on the current on job. One in on the cunning on the job. One in on the cunning on the job. One in on the cunning on the job. Wicked! So you surprise me, my baby. Sing along. She did it again, but she on. I say, what kind of love make that nine bust like a. I did just a food when we want to meet your God. She give me the present. Come on, well, up, I can never present. Just up in your church, I'm looking at blessing. It's like my one free. I think it's crazy. Oh, we link and we never link again. You hook me, baby. Got me locked down, me feel like me day in prison. She did it again when she put that something on me. Said, what kind of love make that night bust like a fire? Well. I did just the food when we walk to reach your garden. Outside. Just before I go, I just want to tell you that life is crazy like this sometimes. We just 1 minute everything could be good, and then the next everything go bad. You know what I mean? So through it all now, we just got to remember the Father. Pray when it's good, pray when it's bad. Check it out. So the promise 1 million bounce on the sun. While the wise 1 million bounce high up on a rock. And solid as a rock I just stand. No demons, no curse, bonfire upon a tree. Beware of the Antichrist, beware of the vampire. Cause them people them never saw. So tell me about the stories they never told us. Like we were kings and queens. No refrain for wins and dreams. Forget the simple things like the thanks and please. When I the cook the food, you eat your rice and peas. No worry and self is just reality. So wake up. No more your sleeping sons of Jacob. While you're fighting the flesh, when I strength in the soul. Sing life goes on. I'm telling you, man overcome all his obstacles. Man of rise. We are praying for the highest. Sing life goes on. I'm telling you, man overcome all his obstacles. We are rise. We are praying for the highest. So tell me I got me forward. Just don't tell me I got my back. Hold me back. Not get catch with no crab in a bucket. If them see you fall, them I love it. And if you make a move, them I touch it. I better me and I better you. But imagine the world where we have to pass through. With the youth in the street is a target too. Yeah, I'm no grocery. Cause I see your pain. People looking through your window, see you paying. Yeah, sometimes it rains, but the sun must come out again. Things must change. Some man still a hunt for the change. Life goes on. I'm telling you, man overcome all these obstacles. We are rise. We are praying for the highest. For the highest. See, life goes on. I'm telling you, man overcome all these obstacles. We are rise. We are praying for the highest. I want to sing this verse, you know. When we come from the roof we used to be, when we walk on the floor we used to be. So we praise before we sleep, and so we grace before we. Them say gunman alone I run the street. When the youths them arise, them can't believe. Home and clothes still ever clean. Love and respect, you know. Outside.
the end of a very, very competitive night. A very tense talent segment. A beautiful, creative segment. And to ensure that somebody other than the Queen go home happy tonight and the other contestants, I have a gift to give away. Compliments Ashberries. Who can name our last Queen? Let me state how it's going to be done. You're going to put up your hand, and I'm going to point. Okay? All right, let me ask another question then. Who can tell me what is the cost for the package that we had for Juve? $75 goes to the lady right there next to the lady in neon green. Now she's receiving a gift, compliments Ashberries. Thank you. Okay, now for the moment that you've been waiting for, I'm going to invite the auditor on stage to hand over the points so we can see who will be first runner-up, who will be Miss St. Peter's Festival 2019. Who do you think it's going to be tonight? Would it be contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin? Contestant number 2, Giovanna Mawson? Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier? Or contestant number 4, Miss Leona Brooks? Give a round of applause to the 4 beautiful ladies who participated this evening. And I must say the support from the crowd has been phenomenal. Thank you very much. Now, if you realize it actually came sealed from the auditor. I am going to invite the contestants back on stage, starting with contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center.
For me.
Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson, sponsored by Say No More Auto Rental.
Follow my lead.
Contestant number 3,
I found
Miss
a girl.
Sponsored by Atiba Harris.
Beautiful and sweet.
And contestant number 4, Miss Leona, sponsored by Uptown.
Waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was.
I would like to invite the members of the Queen Show Committee on stage to present the young ladies with their gifts and trophies.
Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby,
okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we have 2 segments, the non-judge segment and the judge segment. First, we present the trophies to the young ladies, the participation trophy for participating in this evening's pageant, in the order of their appearance.
Underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiology Center.
Well, I found a man stronger than any
Otterental.
To carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be
Miss Treasure sponsored by Atiba Harris.
Time, darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. And I see my
Leona Brooks. Sponsored by Uptown Entertainment.
For me, well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead.
Now we're presenting
well, I found a girl.
our gift for Miss Photogenic,
Beautiful.
which goes to
Well, I never
contestant number
knew
2,
you were the
Miss
someone
Giovanna
waiting
Mawson.
for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Well, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you loved
Prize for Miss Popularity goes to contestant number 4, Uptown Entertainment, Miss Leona Brooks.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds.
Right into the judge segment, starting with best speech.
I found a love.
Amassing a total of 227 points. Best speech goes to contestant number 4, sponsored by Uptown Entertainment, Miss Leona Brooks.
Beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time.
Best talent. Amassing a total of 255 points. This goes to contestant number 4, Uptown Entertainment, Miss Leona Brooks.
In the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath.
For the best creative career segment, amassing a total of 126 points. This goes to contestant number 2, Say No More Otterentals, Miss Giovanna Mawson.
Stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets.
And
to
for
carry
our
love,
final segment, Best Evening Wear,
amassing a total of 161 points.
Darling, just
This trophy goes to contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin, sponsored by Dr. Clark Radiologist Center.
Beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time.
Now, we're at the intense moment. Who will be our first runner-up and then our queen for St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019? Would it be contestant number 1, Miss Tamia Martin? Contestant number 2, Miss Giovanna Mawson? Contestant number 3, Miss Treasure Didier? Or contestant number 4, Miss Leona Brooks? At this time, I'm going to invite the chairperson for the festival committee, Mr. Trabal or Travis Clark, on stage.
You were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
this time.
we are down, or we are counting down to the final 2. First runner-up, amassing a total of 717 points. Contestant number 3, sponsored by Atiba Harris, Miss Treasure Didier.
Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be yours.
And now for the grand finale. The queen for the St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019.
Darling, just die.
Amassing a total of 741 points by process of elimination. Is it going to be contestant number 1, contestant number 2, or contestant number 4?
Waiting for me.
Sponsored by Uptown Entertainment, your queen for St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019, Miss Leona Brooks. She will be crowned by the chair of the St. Peter's Festival Committee, Travis Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Amassing a total of 741 points. When you thought she couldn't do it, she did it. When you thought she didn't have it, she had it. Representing Uptown Entertainment, contestant number 4, your queen, St. Peter's Festival Pageant 2019, Miss Leona Brooks.
But spirit say no ball, don't give them what they want. Just stay in your lane and nothing cannot block your path. Focus on the journey, we put in the work and I prove me worthy. Just how cheating build slowly but surely. Now wait till me dead for your see God glory. And they don't my side of the story. You might know me songs but you don't know me. You don't know the amount of hurt to me got you before. So when you see me start, you feel happy for me. Yeah. So we have to make it good. Prove everybody wrong when them did a dirt. But you know that we make it look easy. Somebody gotta feel me. So we have to make it good. Prove everybody wrong when them did a dirt. But you know that we make it look easy. Somebody gotta feel me. Celebrate man a party man a rave. Invitation only if you name nobody gate. Can't come in on me space. Don't talk in on me face. Never with me when me down you can't come tell me say me change. When me did that suffer never try to stick a blame. So when me start come up just keep your energy the same. Hate if you want hate me, hate if you want hate me. You still am gonna be one of the best in the game. Focus on the journey. Me know life short, but me know in a hurry. The harder the battle and the better the story. My documentary I go make more. Show to the stars, me and Steph Curry.
Pageant 2019. Sponsored by Uptown Entertainment.
So when you see me start,
Miss Leona Bro.
Yeah. So we have to make it good. Prove everybody wrong when them did a dirt. But you know we make it look easy. Somebody gotta feel me. So we have to make it good. Prove everybody wrong when them did a dirt. But you know we make it look easy. Somebody gotta feel me. Oh Lord, don't you ever go away? Don't you ever go away?
Thank our committee members.
All the friends and family.
Three-man team.
Toast to the present post of champagne in the gas.
Successful show this
No
evening.
matter what the cost, the journey did so hard, but still we pressing on. Sometimes we get deeper, sometimes we wish we never ban. But spirit say no ball, don't give them what they want. Just stay in a your lane and nothing can.
Supporters, we are asking.
We got